Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into the science of stress. We're not just talking about how it makes you feel, but how it physically changes you, your brain, your body, the whole shebang. But more importantly, we're going to get into the incredible power you have to change it all back. And let's just start with this powerful idea right here. When we talk about the lingering effects of stress, of trauma, it's not some story that you calmly recall. No, it lives inside your body. It's that sudden gut punch, a racing heart, that tension in your shoulders that comes out of nowhere. It's a physical reaction. So, how does this actually happen? How do our bodies hold on to these stressful experiences? Well, it turns out our bodies are keeping a kind of internal record. And as we're about to see, that record keeping can have some pretty serious consequences for our physical health. Okay, think of it like this. Instead of a clean, linear memory you can file away, a traumatic event can kind of shatter. And those fragments, they get lodged throughout your system, not as a story, but as what one source calls invisible shrapnel, triggering those physical reactions long after the event is over. Now, this is all part of our ancient survival wiring. It's a brilliant system, really. Your brain spots a threat, it floods you with hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, and your whole body just revs up to get you out of danger. But here's the crucial part. It's designed to be a short-term boost, and then switch off once you're safe. But what happens when that alarm system gets a little faulty? You know, after a lot of stress or trauma, that system can get stuck in the on position. It just becomes way too sensitive, triggering that same intense physical panic over everyday things. A traffic jam, a work deadline, you name it. And being in that constant state of high alert, well, it creates a measurable physical burden. It's a real thing. It's called allostatic load. Just think of it as the cumulative wear and tear on your body from being perpetually stressed out. And as that damage adds up, it leads directly to the serious long-term health problems you see right here, from heart disease to chronic pain. So this all sounds a little bleak, right? If our brains can get stuck in these damaging patterns, how in the world do we get out? Well, the answer, incredibly, lies in a remarkable property that is built right into your brain's hardware. It's like a superpower you didn't know you had. The key to all of this is a concept called neuroplasticity. And this is, and I'm not exaggerating, your brain's superpower. It means your brain isn't static. It's not carved in stone from birth. Nope. It's more like clay, constantly being reshaped and rewired based on what you do, what you think, and what you experience. Now, this power is kind of like a double-edged sword. On one hand, trauma can carve these deep, negative ruts into our neural pathways. That's what we call maladaptive plasticity. But, and this is the really hopeful part, we can consciously, intentionally build new, healthier pathways. We can literally pave a new, smoother road. And this isn't just a theory. Let me give you a few quick, incredible examples of this in action. The sensation of a phantom limb that amputees sometimes feel, that happens because the brain is literally rewiring its own sensory map. It's incredible. And if you think that's amazing, get this. Some blind individuals can actually learn to see with sound. Their brain doesn't let that visual cortex go to waste. It reassigns it a new job, processing echoes to create a detailed mental map of the world around them. Or something a little more common, studies show that learning another language physically changes your brain's structure. It actually increases the density of gray matter. So the point is, this is real. Your brain is actively, physically changing all the time. Okay, so this brings us to the big question, right? If the brain is so changeable, what are the tools? What can we actually do to get in the driver's seat and direct that change for the better? The goal here is pretty simple. It's to take back the controls. It's about learning how to become an active participant in this process. By using some simple techniques, you can learn to calm that overactive alarm system down in the moment. And with practice, you start to strengthen those new, calmer neural pathways. So here's a super practical tool you can use anytime, anywhere, the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. And the reason this works so well is that it acts like a circuit breaker. It yanks your attention out of that chaotic storm of past worries or future fears and anchors it firmly in the physical reality of the present moment. Now, these mental practices are powerful, for sure, but you can give all that work a massive boost by tackling stress from the other direction, from the body up. And one of the simplest places to start is with what you're putting on your plate. And check this out. Here is a fact that might just change how you look at your spice rack forever. Gram for gram, common herbs and spices can pack up to 10 times the antioxidant punch of fruits and vegetables. That's wild.
So why does this matter?
Well, remember that wear and tear we talked about? Things like inflammation and blood sugar spikes are major physical stressors on your body. So, adding simple spices like anti-inflammatory turmeric or cinnamon, which helps regulate blood sugar, that helps calm your system from the inside out. It creates a much better foundation for your brain's recovery.
All right, so let's bring all of this together. Let's step back and look at the big picture here. So here's what we've seen. Stress physically changes you. That's the allostatic load. But the incredible principle of neuroplasticity means your brain is literally built to adapt and change. And the best part, you can actively guide that change with tools for your mind, like grounding, and you can support it with choices for your body, like your diet.
Which leaves us with one final and I think really empowering question. Look, your brain is going to keep changing and rewiring itself every single day, whether you're paying attention or not. The only question is, who do you want holding the pen?